Hey guys, it's Adam, and welcome to hopefully my first of many episodes on things you didn't know you could do here in BO4Zombies. So on today's video, I have a little bit of a sound quiz for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and play a really quick sound from BO4Zombies. And by the way, this sound is pretty easy. A lot of you should get it right. And all you have to do is comment right now, what do you guys think this sound is? Now I know, guys, that sound is a little bit obvious, but I'm sure some of you might get it wrong, but I'll definitely do some harder ones in future videos. Besides that, guys, let's go ahead and jump into our number 6 spot. Coming in at the 6th spot, this isn't a massive thing, but if you're somebody that loves playing Classified, this right here is a very important trick. Even with the new Speed Cola update, the Winter's Howl definitely has one of the longer reload times of any weapon here in BO4Zombies, so I have a little trick that will make the Winter's Howl reload almost instant. So the way the Winter's Howl reloads, you kind of like snap the gun in half, you take out the old cartridge, you put the new one in, snap it back into place, and then spin the cartridge, and that reload is pretty lengthy, so instead of having to go through all of that just to use our gun again, all you have to do is, when you first hit reload, you snap the gun in half, and as you just like grab the cartridge, you can see in the bottom left that you have your ammo back. All you have to do is double tap the switch weapons button and you now have your gun reloaded. Not a massive thing, but again, it helps when you're doing like certain camping strats, and with Speed Cola, literally the reload takes like half a second. Coming in at the number 5 spot, I have something that I actually just recently found out, and that is that the Ragnaroks at level 3, when you plant these things down on the ground beside a down player, it will actually revive them with all their perks. So for all of you who absolutely love being the team medic, and obviously in the Chaos story, we have the Spectre of Ra, which is the medic weapon, and obviously in the Ether storyline, we don't have an equivalent of that. The Ragnarok is obviously now the closest thing, so for those of you who want to revive, use the Ragnaroks, get those things out of level 3, and your teammates will love you. Coming in at the number 4 spot, we have the Bowie Knife upgrade on Voyage of Despair. This upgrade is incredibly simple and straightforward. All you have to do is grab the Bowie Knife and then wait for the Blightfather to spawn in. He usually spawns in around like 14, 15, 16, somewhere in there. Once he spawns in, all you have to do is knife him a bunch of times until you kind of do this Bowie Knife animation, and then you have your Bowie Knife upgraded. I love the idea of upgrading the Bowie Knife because I'm a huge fan of the Bowie Knife, and this right here, when I first heard about this and found out about it, I was so hyped. But unfortunately, it's kind of weird because you would think that every single knife kill, when upgraded, is like more powerful or does more damage, but unfortunately it doesn't work like that. It's like every 5th or 10th knife you get that damage boost, and pretty much what it does, it kind of makes the zombies vomit out that Blightfather like slime or that goo, whatever it is, or that acid. So it's really nothing all that crazy. I kind of wish it was for every single knife kill, but unfortunately it's not. Coming in at the number 3 spot, we have the PAP Easter Egg on Voyage of Despair. Pretty much what this does is you have the Pack-a-Punch active at every single location on the map at the same time. So for this, we're gonna need the Kraken Pack-a-Punched, and preferably with the corrosive element on this thing. The other ones apparently work, but the corrosive one seems to work the best. So once you have the corrosive papped Kraken, head down to the engine room, and we're gonna go ahead and shoot 4 of these cylinders. Shoot the exact same 4 I shoot in the video. It's really simple. You know you're done shooting that cylinder when it starts smoking and the ship starts tilting. So each one of these cylinders will have 3 lights, one on the left, one in the middle, and one on the right. Head up to the catwalk right above those cylinders and look at those lights and figure out which one of those lights are flashing. You should have about 5 or 6 lights that are flashing. Once you figure out which ones are flashing, head down below, and each one of the lights will kind of have the these red levers attached to it. So you can go ahead and just turn that lever once for whatever lights are flashing. And then once that's done, head over to the PAP room in the engine area, and there's going to be another lever on the wall you can go ahead and flip, and then the Pack-a-Punch will spawn in every single location on the map. Doing all of those steps, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a little bit tedious. It took me like a couple of tries to get the right lights all linked up with the levers, so it's not like super easy. But the thing is, you would think the PAP machine would stay in those spots for like 5 rounds, 10 rounds, or the entire game. No, it only lasts for 1 round, and I kind of feel like Treyarch needs to fix that. Coming in at the number 2 spot, being able to change your special weapon mid-game. And I kind of like this one because there are a lot of times where I accidentally start a game and I have a, Spectre of Raw on, and in solo, I don't really need that. So being able to change it mid-game is kind of nice and convenient. So for the first step, what we have to do is we have to go ahead and find 3 music sheets around the map. These sheets are always in the same location every single game, and we have to take that sheet and put it onto piano. There are 3 pianos, and the thing is, you can only hold 1 sheet at a time. So pick out one of these sheets and then run over to piano and put it down. Once you have all 3 music sheets on a piano, all you have to do is go up the piano with your special weapon out and melee it. If the piano starts glowing blue, that means that that sheet is in the right location or on the right piano. If it's not glowing blue, that means that that sheet belongs on a different piano. When you put down the 3 sheets, you'll probably end up having at least 1 right away, and that means all you have to do is just flip the other 2 that are not right. And then once you have all 3 on the right pianos in 1 special weapon charge, you have to go and you have to knife all 3 pianos and then go and knife the mystery box. Once you knife all 3 pianos and the mystery box in 1 special weapon charge, then you'll get a fire sale, and within that fire sale, every time you hit the box, you'll get a different special weapon. I do have to say that doing this in solo is kind of tough to pull off, because even with stamina up, you just have enough time to knife all 3 pianos and the box in 1 charge. On top of that, this Easter egg can be a little bit glitchy. The glitch I encountered when I tried it for the first time was I actually got the fire sale, but when I hit the box, I didn't get any of the special guns. It wasn't until the second time where I did it and I didn't get a fire sale, but then I got those guns from the box. I don't know, it's kind of weird. If it does not work the first time, try it again, but nonetheless, it's still a cool Easter egg and it's worth trying. Coming in at the number 1 spot on today's list, getting 6 perks at once on IX, and this is hands down my favorite thing ever, because getting 6 perks and BO4 zombies at once is actually really OP. So we all know how to get our first free perk, which is pretty much by completing the challenges. I think on the 6th or the 7th challenge, you end up getting the free perk. So that one's easy. That will be our 5th perk. For our 6th one, we're gonna go ahead and do the Viking boat Easter egg. So the first thing for this egg is we have to find a helmet, a sword, and a wooden cup. Each one of these things will always be in the same spot every single game, so they'll be exactly where I show you guys in the video. Once you have those 3 things picked up, head back to the Viking boat and place down the sword in the guy's hands, the helmet on his head, and the cup in the mouth of the boat. Once that's done, cross the bridge over to the Zeus temple and kind of stand and aim exactly where I do. You have to have a wraith fire for this to work. You have to kind of throw it from the Zeus temple so it lands on the Viking boat. Again, if you aim exactly where I do, you'll hit it every single time, and then cross the bridge just to make sure that the boat stays lit on fire. Once that's done, wait for 7 rounds, and then you'll get this Viking green drop, and that will give you your 6th perk. This right here is one thing you guys should be doing every single game, because now that we have speed cola when you get all 4 perks, plus you have your 4 perks, plus these 2 perks here, man, you are rocking like 7, 8 perks plus Jug of Standard. So this right here, it's just such a super OP combo. That's gonna go ahead and wrap up today's video. If you guys have any tips yourselves that you guys think that a lot of people don't know, please let me know right now in the comments below, and maybe I will use your tip or your idea in a future video. Besides that, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.